Hey everybody, welcome back to Pristine Podcast. My name is Leo and in this video we're going to talk about tips on using Instagram to promote your podcast and grow your audience. Especially if you're new in the podcasting, articulating your brand and making yourself stand out more is very important. Your brand structure should include logo or wordmark, ideally with multiple variations, cover art, legible title, scroll stopping composition, colors and other visual elements such as patterns or textures. Graphic styling, such as consistent tones, text, and animation assets. You should think about your target audience and reach out to them. Different from YouTube, Instagram, and especially Facebook, but we're not talking about Facebook this video, are social media platforms where interaction is needed, while YouTube will publish your video based on the algorithm to different people and you'll be seen eventually. Instagram doesn't grow by itself, so you need to actively promote yourself by reaching out to people and communicating to them. But when sending a message, keep in mind to send something that you'd like to read, something genuine, not just nice or wow or, just simple stuff like that people can hire a VA to do for them. Once you've created your profile, you need to create a bio that represents your brand the best. Bio is the first thing that people see, so it's especially important to gain new followers because new people that are going to stumble upon your profile are going to see bio first, and that's going to be the decision-making factor whether to follow you or not. Your podcast is the centerpiece of the information, right? So it stands at the center like a spider web and then it spreads out on different platforms. One of these platforms that it spreads out to is Instagram. And basically the point of Instagram is to route people from Instagram through to your podcast. So in your bio, you should include the link to your latest episode so that people can click and then check out your podcast basically to increase your audience. And then also in the post that you post in your feed, the promotional post about your episodes, you should also include a description and then hashtags that are relevant to the podcast so that people without listening can know what you're talking about and engage. Instagram's most popular media format are images, so you should try to cover that spectrum by having a photo shoot, for example. So if you're doing a podcast for yourself or if you're talking about personal stuff, you should take a photo shoot of yourself to spread the word, or if you're talking about a specific niche or subject, you should try to take a photo shoot of that subject if it's possible. If you're finding this information helpful and you want more podcasting tips in the future, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notified in the future whenever we upload new videos. This is especially a great idea if you're interviewing a guest and you can take like a selfie with them, or if they live somewhere else and you can't have them in person, or because of coronavirus you can't meet. What you can do is post a picture of them in your feed and then tag them. By doing this, you'll get to show in your guest's audience's feed, so whoever likes your content will get to follow you and you'll grow your audience in the process. To go a level further with your promotion, try to create a story on the highlights that contain highlights for each of these episodes. This will make your listeners to be more curious about what you've talked about with your full episode, and they will click through to listen to the actual episode. Or you can use these vertical infographics that you can post in your highlights with inspirational quotes or tips that you've said in your videos. Make sure that you do your research to select the theme in order to be consistent in the look that you're going for. We personally have selected a theme where each of the 3 Instagram columns have the same kind of format. So the one of them is videos of me, like short videos of the full YouTube videos that you're seeing. Another one is one with quotes, and the other one is one with infographics with parts of what I've said in the videos, but just in the text form. Once you have a stable following base and you've generated a decent amount of followers, basically, what you can do is find your competitors' Instagram pages and then check out their posts, comment underneath them, compliment them about how nice they look on an image, or if they've published like a short podcast clip, compliment them about how nice, what a good point they had basically about X part, so that you sound genuine, and then this will form connections and you can interview them, which will amplify the reach of your audience and you'll generate a bigger podcast as a result. If you want to grow your podcast faster and get more of your time back, then consider outsourcing podcast editing and post-production to me and my team. To learn more, check out the link in the description. As always, if you've enjoyed these tips, then don't forget to press the thumbs up and subscribe button for more podcast related content in the future. I'll see you again in the next video.